Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for this week. I hope you're doing well today. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's coming through for you. All right, so we have the Page of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Hermit, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay, so I see that you have all major arcanas right here on the center of the reading, which is always important. Just means that there's a lot of significant energies around you that you can't ignore even if you wanted to. So the heart of your reading here is a Judgment card, which to me this card represents a new beginning. It means that you want a second chance to be happy. You want something that was taken from you. And it usually comes up when you've been in a dark place or you've kind of hit rock bottom and you're being given a second chance to have it all again. And I definitely see that in this reading. Let's start with the top row. Here we have the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. I feel like, you know, with the Page of Wands, that you come into the week just kind of like, you know, flying high. You're really excited, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. I feel like you may be excited about something. You have the Eight of Pentacles here, and it could be that you're excited about something material that you and your partner are planning. I mean, this is usually the work card, but it doesn't always have to mean 9 to 5 work. It just means that you're excited because you're creating something, you're working on something. And I do, you know, I see a Five of Cups there. And this card, I'm sorry, but it kind of like it rains on your parade because it means that you're disappointed. You're disappointed that something didn't work out. So I feel like coming into the week, like you have certain expectations that you've been like carefully like planning something, working on something, really kind of devoting. This could either be your relationship or something you and your partner have been working on together. And I feel like things don't work out the way that you want them to, because the Five of Cups just means that your hopes are dashed and you're just kind of, you're upset. You're emotionally upset that something didn't work out and you keep dwelling on it. And, you know, it's like crying over spilled milk. And I do see, you know, for some of you, this could be that your relationship is not kind of working out the way that you thought. I do see that you have some cards here, the Hermit and the Hangman, which do represent, you know, like sometimes delays. It represents sometimes like people taking a step back from a relationship. Moving on to this row here, the Hermit, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit, this represents like time on your own. This represents like somebody saying, I need some space. I need time to find myself. I need time to figure out who I am. That's the energy of the Hermit. It just means that you need to see beyond all the illusion and really figure out what's going on inside of you and what you want to do with your life and who you are. But I feel like this leads to something positive. So like I said, just because somebody tells you they need some space, like it doesn't mean what you think it means. Like don't be like devastated by something not working out. And it may not be your relationship. It could be, I mean, I am getting messages. It could be other things. I feel, you know, with the Hermit, it's kind of like a timeout. And so is the Hangman. But like I said, even though you have this energy of like needing to kind of retreat and maybe rethink your plans, there is literally like a new beginning here and positive change. You do have Wheel of Fortune, which is always, always change for the better. So I feel like if something does not work out the way that you wanted it to this week, it doesn't matter because something better will take its place. Whether this is a relationship or something that you and your partner are working on, because the Wheel of Fortune always means that it's your turn to be happy. The wheel finally turns for you, so that you are on top. And that's, you know, a very similar meaning from the Judgment card, which, like I said, it comes up when you've been at the bottom of the wheel and you're allowed you know, to be happy again. You are allowed a new beginning. So I feel like something may not work out the way that you want, or there, I mean, since it's a general reading, it's hard to tell. Or there could be, you know, a relationship that you're just kind of disappointed that somebody is not responding the way that you want. They need time on their own. For some of you, this could be a blessing in disguise for you. I am noticing that you have, like, look at this, like a new beginning, and then, you know, kind of being disappointed. So I feel like, you know, this is the first card that came up. So I feel like wherever it is that you're disappointed, like, things turn around for you. Things turn around for you. There's, like, you know, a new beginning. And a new beginning, either things work out between you and your partner, or you're actually, you know, directed somewhere else where there's something much more positive for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles on this row here. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Hangman. So the Ace of Pentacles, this means kind of, to me, this is like a card of blessings from the universe. You're blessed with money, you're blessed with love, with happiness. So that's why I said, if somebody kind of tells you they need some space or things aren't working out the way that you hoped and you're disappointed, you still have like this beautiful energy of the Ace of Pentacles that's saying that you will still be showered with blessings, even if it's not the blessings that you thought you were going to get. And the Knight of Wands, this is just kind of, you know, very fiery energy. I feel like even though you have the Hangman here, which, you know, it could mean that you have to make a sacrifice to get what you want. It could mean that there could be a delay in your plans, a delay in getting what you want. They're asking you here with the Knight of Wands to really kind of stay positive. Like, this is very much take charge energy. And refusing to kind of stay in a negative place. The Knight of Wands usually is like moving away from something negative, something oppressive, but moving on to something much better. For some of you, like, you could be making a decision to sacrifice, that you have to, like, you know, search for your own happiness. The Knight of Wands would not hang around hanging upside down here. The Knight of Wands takes charge and goes and seeks his happiness or love. And it is here, I mean, you're being told that you are showered with some type of blessing from the universe. But I do see, like, there could be things that do not work out this week. And I don't know, looking at these cards, like, I see disappointment and delays, but then there's like these new beginnings, and, you know, telling you that whatever change happens for you this week, this is actually for your highest good. This is like, you know, this is your turn to be happy. But seeing the Hangman as a final card tells me that this, you know, new beginning, it may require like sacrifice. It may require that you think in a different way, that you let something go so that you can actually find something or someone that makes you happy. Let me see if anything else stands out. Yeah, just kind of looking at the reading like this. Like I said, this is excitement and coming into the week with like high expectations and lots of hopes, and, you know, kind of being like really excited about something, or your relationship, or something that you're planning. You feel like this is, you know, a second chance for you, a new beginning, and then it's just kind of like you're left kind of wondering, like, what next? Like, this didn't turn out the way that you hoped. So I feel like something doesn't like quite pan out for you this week. But I feel like for some of you, I still get the message that for some of you, this is like a blessing in disguise. You will still have that change. Clearly, I mean, there are two new beginnings here. You still have a new beginning. And I feel like either way, like, you're moving away from something oppressive, something negative, into something much more positive. Okay, Aquarius, I will end this reading here. I hope you enjoyed it. Much love and bless. Bye-bye.